Why are NBA teams worth more than ever? How did the Golden State Warriors transform from a $450 million overpayment into a $9.14 billion empire? And what does Taylor Swift have to do with basketball team valuations? I'm your host Kyle, and welcome to Basketball Business, where we uncover the money moves behind the hardwood. Today, we're analyzing Sportico's latest NBA franchise valuations, which revealed that the average team is now worth $4.6 billion, nearly double their value from just 4 years ago. Let's explore the financial dynamics reshaping professional basketball. According to Sportico's latest NBA franchise valuations report, which analyzes teams based on a combination of revenue metrics, real estate holdings, and team-related businesses, the league's 30 teams are now worth collectively $138 billion. To derive these values, Sportico conducted extensive interviews with sports bankers, attorneys, team executives, and industry experts who actively work on NBA transactions. The entire NBA landscape has transformed. The average franchise value is now worth $4.6 billion, up 15% from last year alone. Even more striking, the league's least valuable team, the Memphis Grizzlies, are worth $3.06 billion, a 127% increase from what bottom-tier teams were worth 4 years ago. Here's something fascinating. While NBA revenue is actually slightly below Major League Baseball, NBA teams are valued 74% higher than MLB franchises. The Dallas Cowboys, at $10.3 billion, are the only North American sports franchise worth more than the Warriors. But the NBA's global reach and future potential have investors paying premium prices that dwarf traditional sports valuations. At the top of the NBA's financial hierarchy, we have a clear Big Three that's in a class by themselves. The Golden State Warriors at $9.14 billion, the New York Knicks at $8.3 billion, and the Los Angeles Lakers at $8.07 billion. What makes these teams so valuable? Geographic location plays a huge role, but there's something even more important: arena control. The Warriors own the Chase Center. The Knicks' parent company operates Madison Square Garden, and the Lakers, well, they're the Lakers. Their brand transcends their tenant status at the Crypto.com arena. This brings us to one of the most fascinating aspects of modern NBA team values: the impact of arena ownership and operation. Take the Brooklyn Nets, who saw their value jump an NBA high 43% this year to $5.7 billion. Why? Because Barclays Center, which they control, was the highest grossing arena in the world for part of 2023. Let's talk about why arena ownership is so crucial to these valuations. When you control your arena, you're not just collecting rent, you're controlling every revenue stream that flows through that building. Ticket sales, concession, parking, luxury suites, and most importantly, non-basketball events. This is exactly why Steve Ballmer built a new arena for his Clippers, and why Mark Cuban sold the Mavericks to the Adelson family. As Cuban put it himself,
You look at the teams that can spend the most money right now, it's not because of their media deals. It's because of their real estate empires that they've built around there that I don't have.
NBA teams aren't just in the basketball business anymore. They're in the entertainment business. When Taylor Swift or Beyonce goes on tour, NBA-operated arenas can add more than $25 million to their bottom line. In fact, NBA owners operated 10 of the world's 20 highest-grossing concert venues in 2024. Here's what makes NBA team valuations truly unique. These numbers might actually be conservative. If any of these teams, particularly the top-tier franchises, were to hit the market tomorrow, you could easily add another $5 million to $2 billion to their price tags. Why? Because normal valuation methods simply don't work for assets this rare and illiquid. There are only 30 NBA teams in the world, and they're increasingly becoming trophy assets for multi-billionaires who view them as much more than just investments. Speaking of a premium franchise on the market, all eyes are now on the Boston Celtics sale, which could reset the market for NBA franchise values. The Celtics are one of the league's top brands, with 18 banners and a season ticket waiting list of over 14,000 names. But there's a catch: they don't control TD Garden, where they play. This sale will answer a fascinating question. What's an elite NBA brand worth without arena control? Early estimates range from $4.5 billion to $6.5 billion. For context, Wick Grossbeck's group paid just $360 million for the team in 2002. The Celtics generated $493 million in revenue last season, including $70 million from local TV deals and $102 million from their championship playoff run, mostly driven by ticket revenue. Looking ahead, there are several factors that could push these valuations even higher. Number one is media rights. While some critics point to declining TV ratings as a sign of trouble ahead, the numbers tell a different story. The NBA's new media rights deal will boost annual payments to teams by 33% next season, eventually reaching $297 million per team. When you combine this with international growth potential and the increasing value of live sports content in a fragmented media landscape, it's clear why investors are betting big on the NBA's future. The league's international growth potential is staggering. Currently, less than 10% of teams' revenue come from outside the US, but that's changing rapidly. The league has just announced its return to China for the first time since 2019, with games scheduled over there for 2025. This is particularly significant because the China market was fractured and blocked off in 2019 after a controversial tweet from then Rockets general manager Daryl Morey. Intriguingly, the new Mavericks ownership group, specifically Patrick Dumont, played a key role in facilitating this return to China, showing how these ownership changes can have ripple effects far beyond local markets. And we can't forget about potential expansion. The NBA hasn't added a new team since 2004, but expansion to cities like Las Vegas and Seattle could command fees over $5 billion per team, further validating these high valuations. More to come on this in a future video.
Memorize these funny place names. Walla Walla, Keokuk, Cucamonga, Seattle.
The NBA has transformed from a sports league into a global entertainment empire, where the actual basketball games are just one part of a much larger business. As one industry insider put it, these aren't teams anymore, they're content and real estate companies that happen to play basketball. Thanks for watching this deep dive into NBA franchise values. If you enjoyed or learned something new, please like, comment, and share with someone you think would enjoy. Subscribe to Basketball Business for more great content on the off-court moves that make the on-court plays. Until next time, this is Kyle with Basketball Business.